All right, welcome. Today we're going to talk about 4 ways that women cause sexless marriage. Guys, hit the subscribe button and the like button if you would. All right, first, faking orgasms. That means they're not getting their needs met, they're not being satisfied. And women, if you are faking orgasms, you're teaching him whatever doesn't work. And now he thinks he's a great lover when you're not being satisfied. Don't do that, okay? And this kind of goes to number 2. Okay, number 2 is lack of sexual knowledge about their own anatomy, their own body, their own pleasure, and the inability to talk about it. And this goes to, there's no sex education in Western society that is adequate. It goes to family of origin, society shaming you, church. There's a lot of reasons why you can't talk about it. But if you can't tell your partner that something they're doing is uncomfortable or doesn't bring you pleasure when you're being intimate, there's something wrong, okay? Gentler, harder, faster, slower. Oh yeah, just like that. And men, listen. Don't change speeds if something's working unless they tell you to, okay? Number 3 on the list, because we could spend 20 minutes talking about number 2, the lack of sexual knowledge. It's upon yourself as an adult to learn. Number 3 is health issues. So ladies, if you're not taking care of yourself, you're overweight, obese, you smoke, you don't exercise, you drink too much, you're going to feel like crap, you're going to have body image issues, and oh yeah, you're not going to be in the mood because all of that adds up to a libido killer, okay? So start eating real food, whole food. Get away from the highly processed crap. Cut back on the carbs, the drinking, and get yourself into better shape. I'm not talking about being thin. I'm talking about being healthy, okay? And understand, it's not always easy, but you have to be intentional about it, and most people aren't, okay? And the 4th one is the failure to manage your hormones and deal with those issues during perimenopause and menopause, which affects all women. There was a huge disservice done to women when the media lied about hormones causing an increased cancer risk. When it was really broken down, in one subset, there was a group that had an almost, it really was statistically insignificant increase, but they latched onto that because it made a great headline. Meanwhile, the lack of hormones actually causes other health issues that kills more women. And so the media, being the pile of garbage that they are, when they make a mistake like this, because everybody, including my ex's doctor, is like, nope, the hormones will cause increased risk in breast cancer. I got news for you. When they realized and people dug in and they found out this was a lie, the media didn't go back and wave the same energy, the same banner, educating everybody that they were wrong in what they reported. The doctors don't. Doctors still don't even understand this. So you've got to figure it out. There's a lot to do. The medical society has ignored women in this area until just recently, and there's a handful of doctors that are starting to lean into it more, and that's a good thing. So you've got to do your own research. You got to figure it out. And there's a bonus 5th one here. The micromanaging of the household to where everything's got to be your way. Everything's got to be perfect. It's kind of like when you've got somebody who thinks there's only one way to load the dishwasher. Who's ever loading it is going to load it correctly, okay? And when you have this level of micromanaging, ladies, you kind of become and act like a parent to your husband. And let me tell you, he doesn't need you to be his parent. And that's a libido killer for both of you. So if you're faking orgasms, stop. You need to have an honest conversation. There's a number of books. You can come together, Becoming Clitorate, Unfuck Your Intimacy by Faith Harper. You've got She Comes First by Ian Kerner. Every man should be reading that. You've got to educate yourself because the world won't educate you, all right? Because sex should be wonderful. It should be amazing. And you've got to be able to communicate with your partner, because as you change, as you age, what you like may change. What pleasures you may change and shift. So let's start focusing on the self-education. Let's start making it so your sex is amazing, so that you want to do it more, so that there is no sexless marriage, all right? Guys, down below is a link if you want to have a conversation, because you have the ability, and we're going to do a video on how men cause sexless marriages next, but you have the ability to help her on this journey, and you should be leading the romance department anyhow. So have a great week, and we'll see you next time.